This here is a comparison that has been weighing on my mind for quite some time now. Charles Clairmonte and Flex Wheeler, 1993 Mr.Olympia event. Now, this is strange to me. Charles Clairmonte, all through 1993. Grand Prix, he defeated Flex Wheeler at the Grand Prix England and Kevin Levrone, and went on to many other Grand Prix, defeating Kevin Levrone again, many other guys. And here it is at the Mr. Olympia event, and he looks just as good, and he places 7th. Flex Wheeler placed 2nd. How could that be? I thought for sure a comparison is in order between these two. Having said that, the front relaxed is duly noted. I couldn't find a rear relaxed of Charles. It was kind of confusing because he should have had one. Probably would have won the symmetry round. It is close in the front relaxed, though. Flex is good. I'm not saying that. Front double bicep pose. Both of these guys are very statuesque. Charles a little taller than Flex. Flex maybe a little bit bigger in the upper arms, the biceps, triceps. But Charles has more muscle separation. And believe it or not, he looks more aesthetic than Flex Wheeler, but that's a personal preference. Flex Wheeler is as aesthetic as any bodybuilder that ever graced the stage, but ditto with Charles Clairmonte. Very even here. I'm not going to say he's being ripped off, but definitely not a 7th versus 2nd here. No doubt. Front lat spread. It's not very often that you see pictures of Flex Wheeler at the 93 hitting this pose, and it's kind of confusing. Charles Clairmonte, in my opinion now, he is better than Flex Wheeler, but this is a bad picture of Flex. Very blurry. Can't really see the silhouette at all. But anyway, it's pretty even, guys, and you can see that. It's plain as day. From the front double bi to the front lat, these two should have been doing battle for a placing at the Olympia, and they were never nowhere near each other. Could it be that the IFBB is throwing some politics towards Charles because he is a former NABA athlete? I think so. Side chest. And again, sure, you could find excuses to give this one to Flex Wheeler. He's Flex Wheeler. That's about it in my opinion. Charles Clairmonte, a little leaner in the legs and in the arms, but he just looks better. He looks more crisp, more conditioned. Let's actually have another one. Zoom in here, because I think Charles Clairmonte is better in the side chest. And this was never a strong pose for Flex Wheeler anyway. I mean, it's not bad. It's funny, both of these guys very similar in the chest department. You see that? But then you look at the arms, completely different. Structurally, they are the same. Charles' head itself, I think, adds a couple of inches. You know what I mean? He's got a big old Barbadian head. He's got the death face as well to go along with that. Side tricep, and very vexing that Flex does decide to hit his pose this way. But Charles, he looks good. His tricep, a little more highly inserted, perhaps. You can never really tell by the way Flex is hitting this. But it's equally as strided as Charles's. So guys, he is matching Flex here with each and every pose. And in my opinion, he's actually beating Flex in most of them. But we haven't seen the almighty back department yet. And that can, to be honest with you, make or break a matchup this close. So, without further ado, wow, this is it's an odd situation for sure. I mean, back development, I never liked Flex in the rear lat. Don't get me wrong, one of the best rear double bis, which we will see. But as far as the back is concerned, Charles Clairmonte is taking over. But this is the funny situation and why I kind of giggled. Look at the lag and glute between these two. Charles He has a badonkadonk. Let's face it, it looks like a soggy donk as well. Just not striated at all. But look at his hamstrings. Isn't that weird? He has a very striated set of hamstrings. It's reminiscent of Nasser El Body or even Chris Cormier. Just good, definitely good hamstrings. But look at the glutes on Flex Wheeler. He has the striated glutes, but his hamstrings are soft. So where do you go? Well, I'm going with Charles Clairmonte because he's winning in the back development. Now, I figured for sure Flex Wheeler would be getting this one. In the rear double bye, Charles is tilted a little thusly, and I think his lats are a little uneven, but it could be contributed to being tilted thusly, I guess. Let's actually have a pan back one. And you know what? His lats are pretty even. And as far as the conditioning is concerned, like I said, it's hamstrings versus glutes. Which one do you pick? Lower back of Charles appears to be very tight as well. Traps awesome. He has a very underrated back development. Guys, you know what's going on here. This is a rip-off. Charles Clairmonte was ripped off at the 1993 Mr. Olympia event. There's just not enough poses left. And in the ab and thigh, well, Flex is diced here. He's ripped to shreds. But food for thought. This is a very clear picture of Flex. And there was hardly any good ones of Charles Clairmonte hitting this pose. And he has a fantastic ab and thigh. Definitely debatable here. Which guy looks better? Flex is winning in the thigh, for sure. Charles may be winning in the abs. Definitely more symmetrical. What a V-taper he presents as well. Flex always tilts to the side. You can't see. He actually lacks a V-taper in this pose. But anyway, guys, the most muscular was never used as a judging pose. It was not a mandatory shot, but it's plain to see that Charles, he's every step of the way matching Flex Wheeler in every shot, except for the ones that he's actually beating Flex in. So guys, I know I'm going to receive some criticism for this, but hey, I'm going to sleep at night because this one has been weighing on my mind. Charles Clairmonte, he should have placed at least second at the Mr. Olympia. Maybe he should have won. Well, no, maybe Flex should not have placed second. Maybe Sean Ray, guys like that, should have placed ahead of him. But anyway, I'm not going to take this one away from Charles Clairmonte. Charles Clairmonte, 1993, defeated Flex Wheeler, in my opinion, at the Olympia. Hope you guys enjoyed this 90s comparison, and hit thumbs up. If you did, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram. Have a great day.